Hi everyone, I decided to do a scrapbook page today. This is the inspiration page. This is saved on my Pinterest account. It's by Belinda and she can be found at Studio Calico in the member gallery. I'm not a member yet of their monthly kits, but I love the ideas and the clarity of their website. Their website is so clean and easy to find ideas and layouts, and their embellishments are amazing. So I just bought a whole slew of their embellishments off of eBay, but the layout ideas on here are really nice, and they're usually very trend based. So like right now the trend is herringbone and what else? And chevrons, and so you'll see that in a lot of their layouts. And so this is one of them, and I just loved it. She may have used designer paper on hers, but I have a lot of washi tape. So I've been having this one around for a while. This is from We Are Memory Keepers, and I just want to kind of use it up a little bit. So I thought this would be the perfect layout to try that with. It has the herringbone design, and I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but there's zigzag stitching all the way up and down here, and then there's a horizontal straight stitch right across here. So mine's going to say water bugs instead, and it's going to be based off of these colors. And I may do a little bit more with the background. I might not leave the background quite as plain. So we'll see, but this is the inspiration page, again by Belinda from Studio Calico. She's a member there, and I want to use up these washi tapes. Okay, so today I'm going to kind of be using some old school toys that I've had for a long time. This is my EK Success glass mat that I've had since I first started scrapbooking when my first daughter was born. So this mat's probably at least 12 years old. And then, I don't know, for those of you back in the day, do you remember something called a blade runner? This is what we would use. It has a little bitty blade on it and would use to cut out letters out of stencils before the Cricut or any of that ever came along. So anyway, that's a little vintage lesson for those of you who came to the crafting world after the birth of the Cricut. But today I will use my old school X-Acto knife. And what we're going to do is cut the tape to be in that herringbone design. And you can see I've done some here. So how I'm doing that is I actually need 9 of these green ones. So I'll start it here. You'll need a grid of some sort. It doesn't have to be a glass mat, but I like glass because it just seems like it's easy to take my tape on and off of it without damaging the tape. So that's why I'm using a glass mat. But you want a grid so that you can go diagonal, corner to corner, edge to edge. So on this one I have this square right here. So I'll start at this corner and make sure I cross that dot in the middle just right and go down to this corner here. So now I know I have a piece of tape at a 45-degree angle. Kind of getting a math lesson today, right? And then what I'll do is I'll start cutting with my ruler on the straight lines. So I'm going to start closest to my roll just because I want to cut my roll off, and I'll start right here. Okay, so that was easy. So there's the top. So now all of my pieces are going to be 1.25 inches in width. So what's nice with this grid is I'm able to count over 5 lines because each line is a quarter mark. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to put me right here. So I line up my ruler with that straight mark there and cut. And so when I lift that piece, you'll see we got that perfect edge that we're looking for. So I'm going to need 9 more of these. I'll demonstrate that one more time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ends up on the center line right here. Line up my ruler and cut it right there. So I will continue to do this for all 3 colors of washi tape. Okay, so now I have the beginning of my herringbone design going this way, and you saw me cut it into a straight line because some of them were just slightly longer than others, and it's fine to kind of bear down a little bit on that because you're only cutting where the tape is. You're about to overlay it with another piece, and I'm going to be sewing over it. So it's not like it's going to tear your paper to shreds to go ahead and cut off that washi tape to make it even. Or if you're using paper, you can do the same thing. But one thing I noticed was all of my strips that I cut, when I cut my 45-degree angle, I only cut at one direction. So that's for all my flags going this way. However, that doesn't work for the ones going this way. So I need to go back and cut pieces that are the opposite direction of that 45-degree angle. So I'll demonstrate how I'm going to do that now. Okay, so the first time when I made all of these strips, I took my 45-degree angle and cut this direction. But this time, what I need to do is make my tape go this direction. So instead of here, I'm going to go this way. So again, I'm going to go corner to corner and over my edges, cross the dot, and all the way up. Okay? So we're cutting this 45-degree angle at the opposite direction than what we did last time. Okay, so the next row of herringbone is going to line up right next to this. So we want to make sure that this row is really nice and even. So what I do here again is line up my ruler, and I think I cut a couple of these pieces on accident to 1.5 inches instead of 1.25 inches. So I'm going to hold my ruler here and go back with the X-Acto knife again and cut out just those sections. Okay, so here you can see a little more clearly the stitching from the sewing machine. Now just a tip on the back, what I do is I always tape down my threads so they don't become unraveled because I don't do a back stitch on the paper. I usually use Scotch tape, but around this house it disappears frequently, so I ended up just using some other washi tape that I had laying around. So that holds down the stitches. Okay, so the next thing is I have these chipboard letters. These are, I don't know the brand, it was some huge stack that I got off of HSN years and years ago, and I'm still dwindling away at my pile. And then I have, I think this is white embossing powder because it came in a set, and in the set this one is marked clear. So I'm hoping that means this one is white because that's the color I need. So that's what I'll do. I'm just going to put some Versamark and then heat emboss these letters. Okay everyone, here is the finished washi tape layout with the herringbone design. It turned out really, really cute. Now some people will, when I was doing the heat embossing on the letters, most of the time, and some people will do these twice instead of just one coat, but I liked the look that it had. It's a little grainier this way and blends well with the washi tape design. So I went ahead and left that, but many times a lot of people will coat those twice. But it looks really good. Again, this was the inspiration photo on Studio Calico's website, and they used a black and white photo. So on mine, I liked the sepia tone better, so I used a sepia because I had the greens and things like that. So there's the sewing machine design along with the washi tape, and then just a little bit of fabric from Webster's pages, a couple of Prima flowers, and there you end up having a really cute layout. Thanks for watching.